Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. Conclusion of the Crossing Roads. On the streets of the Imperial capital, Alliance forces crush Edelgard's army and take up the perimeter of the Imperial Palace. The time has come to face Emperor Edelgard and to free Rhea from her clutches.
Confrontation at the palace.
Is everyone ready? The objective of this battle is to defeat Edelgard and rescue Rhea. According to the information Dedu gave us, the throne room is directly north of the castle's main entrance. It's safe to assume that's where Edelgard is.
I don't want to kill Edelgard. Is there no way to walk the same path as Edelgard?
She's a fellow student to all of us. If there's a path that we can walk together, that would be preferable. But that all depends on Edelgard. If she won't yield, then that's that. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill her. I ask that you and everyone here prepare yourselves to do the same.
Understood. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we are prepared.
The lives of Lady Rhea and everyone here are more important than all else. I shall be prepared.
I really hope that Edelgard will yield.
Edelgard is a stubborn one. I don't think she's likely to surrender.
Goddess, please protect us.
I'll fight with all I got to save Lady Rhea.
Rescuing Lady Rhea is my dearest wish. We must prevail no matter what it takes.
Satisfied yet, boy? Everyone made up their minds a long time ago.
Okay, let's get started. We're yours to command, my friend.
Leave it to me.
Everyone, take your positions. The battle is upon us.
Panic. Panic, 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 panic. Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome back. It's me, I'm Grant, you're my team. And this is what we've been training for. This is what we've meticulously built our army to do. This chapter, I'm hoping I can do it in one turn, as long as I remember to reclass Lysithea into a Gremmery. Right. We need Byleth and Claude, obviously. Ferdinand is going to be amazing in this fight. Marianne. Has stride. So too does Byleth, I think. Yeah, Byleth has stride as well. Okay. We need Lysithea. And we need Happy, because they both have warp. We need Mercedes the Cleric, Flayn the Dancer. And we need someone, Annette, who can do rally strength. And now we need someone who can rally dexterity. Ignatz. Perfect. Okay? Right. Ferdinand, who best do you have supports with here? I would say Hilda. Cool, right. Map. Positions on this are very, very important. So we have Petra. And head Dorothea, do you ever stop and think about me? Oh no. I want to spare. I want to spare them both if I can. We spared Caspar, we spared Linhardt. We don't need to kill them either. Okay? Right. Positions are key. Right. map. Part of me wants to believe that Happy can warp all the way up there. But I don't think she can, I'm afraid. So what I'm gonna do... Items. Happy. Take the Caduceus staff. Magic attack range +1, okay. Lysithea, you keep Thyrsus. Right. Take the Caduceus staff from Constance. Reclass Lysithea into a Gremmery.
I hope this is the right choice.
Right. Flame needs to be here. Okay, here we go. All we have to do is somehow get Ferdinand past this line of mages. That's it. And then he will win. Okay, right. Think about how we want to do this. We have Byleth and Marianne that can cast Stride. Ignatz and Annette need to come up and rally. Happy needs to stand here. Nope, Lysithea needs to stand here and warp Ferdinand inside here. Flame will then dance for Lysithea. Lysithea will use her second warp on Happy. So Happy needs to be further forward then. If we can just put Happy through here, that should be enough. And then Happy can then move over to Ferdinand, who will have walked through here, thanks to Lysithea, and then Happy can cast Warp and put Ferdinand up there. That's the plan. Ferdinand can then just kill Edelgard. Right, Lysithea gets 2 uses of Warp because she's a Gremmery. So, fingers crossed. Defeat the enemy commander.
They've made it into the palace, but it's actually the perfect chance to turn the tables on them. Defeating them all will turn the tide of war instantly. Taking a risk on dragging us back from the brink is the only option. Everyone, prepare for a bitter struggle. Victory to the Adrestian Empire!
There are more enemies inside the palace than I thought. It's gonna take a lot to bring this situation under control. But if we defeat Edelgard, then victory is ours. Everyone, let's go! Our bashful little emperor has locked herself up behind the door of the throne room. The key should be around here somewhere. We need to find whoever's got it and take them out.
I'm your girl.
Back to the fray.
Steady now.
Thank you.
What's my strategy?
Apologies. Let's make this quick. Onward. Ha! That helps.
Why not?
keep your expectations in check.
Ready for anything.
Guaranteed crit.
This has nothing to do with where you were born. That we are fighting now is only a result of the choices you've made. So I'm going to give that the response it deserves. I will crush you with everything I have.
You took everything from Ferdinand von Eyre, and I will make sure that my good boy gets his dues repaid. Ferdy?
All is for victory!
It looks as though my path will end here. My teacher, claim your victory. Strike me down, you must. Even now, across this land, people are killing each other. If you do not act now, this conflict will go on forever. Your path lies across my grave. It is time for you to find the courage to walk it. If I must fall, let it be by your hand. I want it to walk with you.
It's only fair that Ferdinand gets to do that. Ferdinand had his father taken away from power. Ferdinand cannot become the Adrestian Prime Minister. He's had his nobility taken away from him. Who was responsible? Edelgard. Sure, Duke Eyre was a piece of shit. Yeah, Edelgard just didn't need to go that far. We already addressed this in the Retribution paralogue, that Duke Eyre, while he was a piece of shit, he wasn't an entire villain. But still. Of all people, it feels so poetically justified that it's Ferdinand that brings Edelgard down. I don't think there should be an MVP for this one. I think it's very much a team effort. But thank you, Happy, for having the magical range to be able to go forth and put him behind that fucking Gramarye. Girl. And then rally Dex, rally Strength. We have enough power to just one-shot her with a guaranteed crit. You all sleep on the greatness that is Ferdinand von Eyre. I hope that I have been able to put this into perspective for you, why he is the best damn character in this game. But we're not done yet, because this is Golden Deer. This isn't Blue Lions. We still have 2 more chapters yet to go. Let's carry on. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Who's your witch? The wicked bitch. Ding dong, Edelgard, the wicked bitch is dead.
It's over. We were only able to beat her because of you. This wasn't the conclusion I'd hoped for, even though Never mind. It's over now. The important thing is that we won.
Here, boy. A letter. An Imperial General asked me to give it to you.
A letter? Let's see it. It looks like it's from Hubert, Edelgard's vassal.
If you are reading this letter, that means I have perished. As Her Majesty would never surrender to another, I can only assume she has fallen as well. It greatly pains me to think of this coming to pass. That said, as the survivors, I must ask you to settle certain affairs in our stead. You must destroy the threat that slithers in the dark. I am sure you must recall Monica and Tomas. Their allies yet live. They hold deep resentment against the children of the goddess and the people of the world. And they are biding their time until they can exact revenge. If left to their own devices, it is certain they will eventually bring unimaginable calamity and suffering to the world. I detected their sorcery when you took Fort Merceus. I have deduced the location of their stronghold, Shambhala. You will find its whereabouts enclosed. There is no question that they are the enemies of everyone in Fódlan. Do not allow yourselves to forget that. Lastly, while I cannot say she is in good health, the Archbishop resides in a secret chamber in the Imperial Palace. I have shared the location of the entrance to that secret chamber with the person to whom I have entrusted this letter. I believe that Her Majesty will be victorious. Even still, I must plan for her defeat as well. If you wish to lead this world, I challenge you to rise to the occasion and surpass my estimation of you. Such is your obligation as the victors, and the only fitting tribute to all that Lady Edelgard sacrificed.
Hubert, to leave a letter like this behind, you were a better man than I believed you to be. So, Rhea is alive, and the fight isn't over yet. Those who slither in the dark. It sounds like Fódlan will never know peace unless we defeat them. The allies of Monica and Tomas, well, we knew about them already. I think it's safe to assume this is the same group who used Lysithea for their blood experiments. And they were also responsible for the javelins of light that destroyed the fortress. But who were these children of the goddess who they supposedly resent? There's just not enough information here. I don't suppose there's any chance that this is his idea of a prank. If so, wow, good one. Hubert, rather than writing a letter, you should have just told us before we fought.
Let's ask Rhea about it.
Right. We still don't know for sure if this letter is telling the truth. Let's go find out.
You have come to save me. Is this a dream? I have longed to see you again, all this time. Is it truly you?
Claude, I can see you have grown into a reliable young man. Thank you for supporting the Professor, and for rescuing me. Surely the protection of the goddess has...
Wait, Rhea. What do you know about the children of the goddess?
Children of... What is this about?
Forgive my bluntness. Someone from the Empire filled us in on a few things. I know it must be painful for us to ask you difficult questions after such an arduous confinement. But we have no choice. We must defeat a secret enemy. Those who slither in the dark. Do you know about them?
Those who slither in the dark.
Apparently, they resent the children of the goddess and the people of the world, and are planning something big, something terrible. They use blood for their wicked magic and are capable of dropping javelins of light from the sky, which are powerful enough to crush a fortress. If you can think of anything at all, please tell us now. We need to know as much as possible about these enemies in order to stop them. This is the critical moment that will determine whether or not Fódlan falls. Can't you see that the time for secrets has passed?
It is true that there is a group of people who have slithered in the darkness and threatened the peace of Fódlan since ancient times. I am sure you have heard the stories of a man named Nemesis.
The King of Liberation. The wielder of the Sword of the Creator. Either's right.
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He's the hero to whom the goddess gave the Sword of the Creator.
Nemesis was originally the leader of a group of bandits. He plundered the Holy Tomb and stole the remains of the progenitor god. When Nemesis appeared in Xanadu some time later, he already wielded the Sword of the Creator.
In Xanadu? How did he get the Sword of the Creator?
According to legend, the goddess gifted him the sword to fight against the evil gods.
I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword, or why he appeared in Xanadu, but he used that sword to massacre the people there, the children of the progenitor god.
I'm just gonna back this up a second. Wait. I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword or why he appeared in Xanadu. Hold on. He plundered the Holy Tomb and stole the remains of the progenitor god. Right. We're gonna find out. Obviously, spoiler alert for like chapter 22. That the crest weapons are actually the bones, the remains of the children of the goddess. For Nemesis to have gone into the Holy Tomb and taken the remains of the goddess is Nemesis taking the Sword of the Creator, which means it's Sothis' remains. You just said that he stole it from the Holy Tomb. I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword. He stole it from the Holy Tomb. Contradict yourself, Machani? Or why he appeared in Xanadu? Because he wanted to go there. But he used that sword to massacre the people there, children of the progenitor god. Make it make sense. You contradicted yourself far too quickly there, honey.
From their corpses, he gained even more power and brought war to Fódlan.
Obviously, we don't know part of that information yet at this point in the story, but it's still an interesting contradiction.
That's completely different from what the legends tell us about Nemesis.
A mere bandit, like Nemesis, would not have been capable of anything so monstrous on his own.
Aha! So Nemesis had accomplices. And those accomplices must have been those who slither in the dark. They used Nemesis. And this time, they used the Imperial Army to once again bring war to Fódlan. I finally get it. And I even understand why Edelgard was associating with them. Just as they were trying to use the Empire was trying to use them. Rhea, there's still a mountain of things I need to ask you, and I will. But I'll leave all of that for another day. You must be weak after living in confinement for so long. Please rest for a while. My friend, let's prepare for battle. We need to strike Shambhala as soon as possible.
You must not allow Fódlan's bloody history, the Red Canyon tragedy, to repeat itself.
It occurs to me that we never got an answer from Rhea about the children of the goddess.
She would make an excellent politician because she is good at bullshitting her way out of a situation. Aren't they the people of Xanadu?
She did say that the people of the Red Canyon were the children of the progenitor god, so I suppose so. But those evil guys continued to plot their revenge even after the Red Canyon tragedy. Does that mean some of the children of the goddess, or their descendants, are still alive?
Why don't we ask Seteth, Flame, Macuil, and Indek? Rhea, Flame, me?
If there's something special about her blood, we can't rule out the possibility. What are these children anyway? And how are they connected to the goddess? I almost disappeared into the bottomless swamp that is my mind. I thought that after we defeated the Empire, I'd be able to see that sight I long to see.
What side is that? Byleth. Girl, keep up!
I've told you about my dreams before.
Thank you.
I want to break down the wall separating Fódlan from the outside world. The sight I want to see lies beyond that. Honestly, it's a trivial thing to fixate on. Just people, gathered in their towns, living out their lives together, sometimes laughing, sometimes fighting. But the people living there aren't just citizens of Fódlan. There are people from Dagda, Brigid, and even Dusker and Srang. There could be people who were born in Elmyra, or countries even farther east there, too. All of those people living together like it's nothing special at all. That's the side I long to see. It's so simple, but still so far away. But this is no time for complaining. We need to focus on capturing Shambhala. Let's hurry up and gather everyone together.
So, you mean to tell me that Fódlan will fall to ruin if we leave those guys be?
If this map is reliable, their base is just south of my family's territory.
Remember Monica, the one who killed Geralt, and the old man who was masquerading as Tomas? They were their allies, and the Flame Emperor and the Death Knight were merely their pawns.
The people who were after my blood?
They were also the ones who used me to conduct their blood experiments.
As awful as it sounds, they're seemingly fond of using blood in their secret techniques.
Ugh, that's really gross. I could never be friends with someone like that.
I believe they were also responsible for the Javelin of Light that destroyed Fort Mercius.
Hold up, boy. Do you really think that we can win against such powerful foes?
I don't know. But we have to try, don't we?
This is for Fódlan's future. It's our responsibility as the victors.
Since Edelgard can't do it, I guess it falls to us.
They were trying to use the Imperial Army to plunge Fódlan into war. We nipped that in the bud. Now we just need to tear out their roots. And I know we have what it takes to do it.
We're great. Oh, good lordy. Right. But that is going to do it for this episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses. Next time we begin Chapter 21, the penultimate chapter of the Golden Deer Pathway. If you've enjoyed the one-turn, one-sided annihilation of the Adrestian Empress, Edelgard von Hresvelg, then by all means feel free to press like and subscribe. And always remember, his name is Ferdinand von Eyre, and fuck you, AD. He won.